Let's wrap up with the US pre-market movers and levels.
There were quite a few pre-market movers today, but I picked out two that took my eye. A thing called Plasmatech Biopharma, PTBI is the ticker, up 14.24%. Why I think that's interesting is that this Plasmatech Biopharma is actually buying its rival Abeona Therapeutics, so the deal's been really well received. All about the pipeline in the drugs world, and it seems that the market feels this is a really good combination between these two companies. They're up just over 14% pre-market. And then in the peer-to-peer lending space, Lending Club up 11.4%, and it really sort of comes back to what we touched on with Western Union earlier. There's a lot of disruptive technology in the lending space as well as the money transmission space, and Lending Club showed an earnings beat and is been able to raise its fees and allow it to doing so. So you know, an alternative way of borrowing money, and one that's actually making money for the provider, and they're able to raise their fees. And many banks would probably like to be in that situation as well.
Yep.
And in terms of levels to watch today, we've got 2077 on the downside in the S&P, 2100 even on the upside. In the Dow, we're looking at 17,830 on the downside and 18,000 to the upside, so round number interest there. On euro dollar, the range has widened a bit after last week's big moves, but 110.75 I would suggest is a good level to watch to the downside. For further gains, you want to see it through 112.90 on the upside. In the Aussie, you can't keep the Aussie dollar down. Despite the rate cut, it's still showing decent strength against the greenback, and so we're looking at 78.71 to the downside and 80.40 as an upside level to watch. Dollar yen, holiday in Japan today, so not too much action in that, but 119.25 is our downside level, 120.50 to the upside, and as you know, we favour yen weakness as a house view. In terms of cable, ahead of the election, again a slightly wider and lower range, 150.108 on the downside and 152.50 on the upside. I suspect a lot of the volatility in that will, if there is going to be any, will materialise on Friday as we start to get election results, you know, coming through.
Understood.